I have one client this morning, one of my original clients from like the very, very early days, so I'm excited to see her. Then I have an interview with Jan Marini for the podcast after that, and then just two more clients after that, so that will be my day, and I'm just gonna get ready. This is my favorite protein powder. I recommend to my clients that's acne-safe. It's really hard to find an actually tasty acne-safe pea protein, and this is the one that you guys love. I love. I feel like it's the smoothest, it tastes the best, and it is totally acne-safe. So this is the one I recommend. Okay, how cute is the smoothie? It has the chia pudding on the bottom and the strawberry smoothie on top. This is the protein powder I love. Again, I will link it, but if you hate the taste of protein powders, this one is really, really yummy. Sometimes I will add agave to my smoothie to give it a little more sweetness, but you honestly don't need it with this protein powder. It's not too sweet. It just honestly adds the perfect flavor, and it's very smooth. So I'm loving that. I'm gonna slurp that up and get ready for my client in 10 minutes. I'm all set up for my first client of the day and wanted to show any estheticians out there this handbook from Face Reality. I think is amazing. It has a lot of questions to help guide your consultations. So you get this when you do the Face Reality training, but super, super helpful. Okay.
I mean, people have this weird thing about their eye area, like somehow your eye area is so special that you just can't touch it with anything else. And they don't put their retinoids right up to their lash line. Now, here's the area that they complain about that starts to really show its age a lot more rapidly sometimes than other areas of the face, and yet they're not taking the things that actually can make a huge difference. I mean, retinoids are amazing around the eye area. Luminant eye gel has a retinoid in it, but I also take my my Luminant facial lotion right up to the lash line.
How about duality? That is, do we need to be careful with the benzoyl peroxide around our eyes?
You don't want to get that around the eye area.
Okay, just so everybody knows.
Keep that away from the eye area.
We got a question. I have recently tried the Jan Marini skincare management system. I do truly love the results, but I'm curious about essential oils in the products as well. Can you speak to that, Jan?
And as why ascorbate? Okay, so first of all, let me start with ascorbyl palmitate. Ascorbyl palmitate is a form of vitamin C that far exceeds ascorbic acid, and there's many, many medical studies on this. It's more potent, it's more bioavailable, and it also does not interfere with glycolic acid or with a retinoid. And it's also highly anti-inflammatory. It doesn't have a real low pH. It doesn't have to have a low pH to work. It doesn't need to be converted. The skin recognizes it. I could go into all kinds of studies. And also in this product, even if I took the vitamin C out, it would be extraordinary because of DMAE, dimethylamino ethanol, which causes muscle shortening at the neuromuscular junction, causes the skin, the appearance to pull up, look more contoured. It's remarkable. And there's a study that's been presented at the American Academy of Dermatology, double-blind, half-fake, random placebo, that demonstrates this. And the effect is persistent, meaning that it's not just a superficial film former, that after you've used it for a period of time, if you were to stop, the skin simply ages back. So it's really, really, really phenomenal. Now, asking about essential oils. I don't focus on essential oils. So occasionally we might have an oil in a product that kind of goes into that category in terms of, I'm trying to think, a meadowfoam seed oil. Okay? I don't necessarily consider that to be an essential oil. That is something that actually can help regulate certain things that we have in an age intervention, issues that go along with how the skin reacts during perimenopause, menopause, because also on that product we have phytoestrogens, which can connect with your receptor sites, fool the skin into thinking you're producing a fuller complement of hormones. It's packed with a lot of different technologies. Anybody can use it, but as your estrogen level starts to drop, it is just dramatically effective for being able to address a lot of those issues. So, like I said, we're barely scratching the surface and talking about the types of technologies that we work with. And none of our products are comedogenic. So this is not acneogenic, and that's another whole subject that people don't really understand, and you get a lot of misinformation on the internet.
Yes. We got another question about sebaceous hyperplasia. Is there anything in the line that could help with that?
You might be able to minimize the appearance of it. Sebaceous hyperplasia is where the oral gland kind of it turns itself up to the surface, and you see this little bump, and it can kind of look like a donut. So there's you can see a little hole in the middle, like at the pore opening, or it can look like a volcano. And those are typically, sun damage can be a factor, even if you weren't a sunbather, just cumulative sun damage throughout your life, because you don't usually see those in somebody who's in their 20s. You could, but it's usually 30s, 40s, and beyond. And the other thing is more of a hereditary tendency. And some people, if you look up on the internet and look at pictures, some people have an entire forehead that's just covered with them, or a whole cheek area that's covered with them. And in general, you've got to have them removed, and they remove them a number of different ways. One is electrodesiccation, taking a very fine needle and literally zapping it, it goes away. The other one would be using some type of a cryotherapy, in which, like nitrous, I'm trying to think cryotherapy, but where they kind of almost freeze it off. And so that can be done, and it depends on your skin coloration and a number of different things, but then it just kind of falls off. It's the issue becomes, how do I keep these from returning? And they're far less likely to return if you are managing the process in the follicle. Because a lot of times sebaceous hyperplasia affects more individuals that tend to be oilier. Now, it doesn't mean you can't have it with dry skin, but you can really manage it and help to prevent these kinds of issues from returning.
Okay, we'll take one more. I know we're over the hour, and I want to respect
this is great.
your time. How long can we anticipate the skin care management system to work?
For you forever.
Yeah.
But how long? So you're going to see things in stages. To give you an example, and I think that, Tess, you would agree with me. A lot of times people will say in the first day or two, they'll say, is it my imagination? But my skin looks so much smoother. It looks so much more refined. My follicles look so much smaller already.
Yeah.
Again, depending on what you are addressing, acne, you may say, wow, my skin feels less inflamed. My lesions are going away a lot faster. It looks better already. Discoloration. Wow, my skin already is starting to look brighter, more reflective. Signs of aging. Those are all aspects of the process, but fine lines and wrinkles, people are going to notice already that their skin looks plumper. There's a softness about it. It looks more rested. They're already starting to see some skin rejuvenation. And it's so important that you talk to a professional. Tess is really good at this, and so she can make certain that you're on the right path. And we monitor this, because I always say, it's like you're out on the runway and you haven't even taken off yet. We're just at the starting point. If a month from now somebody says to me, my skin is the best it's ever been, I can get it a whole lot better. And I can. So it's a process.
It is a process. You want to make sure you're using the right products for your concerns. So if anybody needs help implementing Jan Marini products, you can always see me virtually. Okay, should we answer one more?
One more.
Okay. This is a good one to ask you because it gets brought up a lot. Somebody asked, why do your products contain fragrance?
Okay, so most of our products don't. The ones that do, it's because there's something in the actives that has an offensive odor or is offensive to a lot of people. I'll give you an example. Siesta, the DMA in there is known as an amine. Its natural odor is a cross between cat urine, dead fish, and ammonia. And so I can just tell you, when I was first working on this years ago, people nicknamed it birth control. We had to do something. What most people don't know is that when you oftentimes smell a product, now let's take Clinique as an example. And I'm just using them as an example. I'm not saying I don't know what they do or what they don't do. But when you go to the Clinique counter and you pick up a product and smell, it doesn't matter what product is, they all smell exactly the same. You smell nothing. Nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, that's impossible with all those actives and everything in there. So there is something called a fragrance neutralizer, like one of the brand names is Unistat. And that fragrance neutralizer is essentially a fragrance. You just don't smell it. We don't have issues with the kinds of things that we use. And the thing that I use throughout, if I need to make something kind of soften that effect, is I use a natural kiwi extract. And there are so many things. I'm with you. I don't particularly care for fragrance in products. I don't want to smell my product. I want it to work. This is something where it doesn't hang around. You're not going to smell it all day or anything like that. But we just don't have issues with this. And in general, most fragrance, there are far more issues with other things in products than there is with fragrance.
Okay.
Well, good. Well, then you're confirmed for the 22nd. And one of the things is with my schedule, every month I've had to head out to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
For the house.
Yeah.
And so it's just cut into my, even if I'm only gone for 3 or 4 days, it just cuts into my schedule.
Pictures, because last time when I checked in, I think it was like August. And then it was like pretty bad because like I had like it was like this like closed comedones. It was like a lot. I was like super clogged. Yeah. And the one that I sent you from like October is actually like one of like the peak because like it slowly started to like come to the surface. Yeah. And then like kind of like in August and September and October, like I saw those like everything coming out, and like that October is like kind of like the peak of like looking pretty bad because everything's like. I mean, it looks bad, but I know it's like working and it's the way it's supposed to be. It's just the thing is that it looks quite red. But I'm like I'm really like trying hard to like stay on track. So like doing the eyes thing and with the routine and like my the diet is pretty good. Like
the difference is pretty dramatic, T. Yeah, so I can tell everything you're doing is making a difference. Anytime you're adding new supplement, changing the diet, we've seen how sensitive you are to all those triggers. I mean, this is like a perfect experiment of, if we were to add in acne triggers, what happens? And it turns out you're really sensitive to it. So I think this is proof as long as we can follow the protocol as close as possible, it should be good. And it'll just keep getting better too. And we can talk about your routine. And if you feel like you can tolerate any increase, what do you think? For age management, plumping the fine lines, just increasing the hydration, I would love to add that one to your routine. It also can help brighten the skin. It has turmeric in it. So I don't think we have to add too many things, but I think the Hyla Serum and the Luminate Eye Gel for the eye concern, the retinoid eye gel would be good additions.
Here too, like I actually got the Clear Stem shampoo.
Yes.
Actually, I love it.
I love it.
Love it. I love the Clean shampoo too, but like for some reason the Clear Stem shampoo it like cleans my hair better.
Hi guys, it is the next day. It is Wednesday and I have this day blocked off. It is the day after the election. I feel like there's just a collective fatigue. No matter how you feel about the outcome, I feel like everyone's just a little overstimulated, a little tired. So I'm so glad I blocked today off from clients because I don't feel like I would have my full attention and I don't think they would either. I'm going to drop off a few free skin orders, and then I'm actually going to get microneedling, which I'm so excited for, a little self-care. I got one session like 3 weeks ago, and so I'm going back for a second today. I think it'll just be nice before the holidays and before my birthday to have a little skin boost and some self-care, so come with me. We are numbing at Orange Twist, and we're going to do some microneedling and PRP underneath the eyes. Look towards me just a little bit. I'm going to block your. Okay. You can put it back up if you want. Okay. Over here a little bit. Do you remember the aftercare? No. You remind me. Gentle. I know you need to be gentle.
Yeah, gentle hydration, the scrubs, acids, exfoliation, excessive sweating, overheating. For about 5 days. Your skin has been well conditioned, so I should say preconditioned. So after 5 days, you should be okay to resume those things. But if it feels really sensitive still, then just hold off a few more days.
Okay.
Sunscreen always, but not for 24 hours, and no makeup for 24 hours.
Okay.
Leave this on as long as possible. So until tonight.
And like no retinoids for like a week.
Yep. You got it.
Ooh, thank you, Brett.
Anytime. Do you like it?
Yes. Guys, this is Daria. What are we doing today? What treatment?
We're doing so deep treatment. It's RP, like hair reconstruction. It goes so deep, and it's 2-step. We have 2-step, and we put it's so how to say yes, and it's so concentrated, and with a heat it goes so deep. And second round it will be more deeper, and after this frizziness, less frizziness, and hair more, it's not straight, but it feels more softer and more straight, because cuticle will be closed. Yeah, I hope you will like it.
I will love it. She's in Mission Viejo, guys. Less orange. Yeah. If I use the shampoo at home, it won't ruin the treatment, right?
Metal detox? Yeah. It's not ruined, but avoid, maybe for 1 week or so.
Okay.
And later on, you can use. And you can use not only for 1 month. Yeah, you can, later on you can use it like, I don't know how many times you are doing your wash hair. How many times in a week? 5. Okay, you can use one time in a week. Metal detox. Okay. Yeah.
I am having a bath. I'm so excited. It's Sunday. I'm going to take off my makeup and put on a face mask and then get in the tub and relax. I'm going to use my undo to take my makeup off. I've had this makeup on since this morning. It feels so good to be taking it off. I'm applying the Hydra Calm mask from Face Reality, one of my absolute favorite calming and soothing masks. But literally anyone could use this. Like, your grandmother would love this mask, and a teenager with acne you love this mask. If you're oily, you will love this mask. If you're super dry, you will love this mask. It is the most universal product you could imagine. Also very foolproof. You could wear it for hours, you could sleep in it. You could also use it as a treatment a couple times a week, but whenever my skin is just feeling a little fragile and sensitive, I chuck this baby on. It's also so cold and windy in California, and my eczema is flaring, so Hydro Calm is great for any irritation or eczema. Also put my retinoid too close to my eye last night, and my under eyes were burning this morning, so it's gonna help with that too. Irritated? I can't lie, my skin feels a little bit irritated from the weather and my retinoid and probably taking baths. So I am applying a generous helping of my complex. This is a calming and soothing serum. It's great for rosacea, acne prone skin, sensitive skin, dry skin, aging skin. It really is just like a skin health serum. And honestly, I think I might skip the actives tonight because I have a little eczema flare. I don't really like to take breaks from actives because I'm acne prone and I will break out if I skip my acne actives. But sometimes you really have to listen to your skin, and my skin is telling me to give it a break. So we're gonna listen. Sometimes you just need to listen versus doing what you want. Number one tip when your skin is feeling irritated and sensitized, skip the actives and really just focus on hydrating serums and moisturizing your skin, getting your barrier healthy. This is a sample of the moisturizer. I am hoping to launch, I don't know if it's going to happen before the end of the year. I would love that, but it'll probably be more like January. Sad because I wanted it out for Christmas time, but you can't rush perfection. I'd rather have the label perfect and not be rushed, you know? But I'm really excited about it. It's my go-to when my skin is feeling iffy, compromised, flaky, dry, or before makeup when I just want a really hydrated base. My eyes are feeling sensitive, so I'm not going to use any like retinoids near them. No actives or retinoids tonight, but I am going to use a juicy dollop of my multi-eye serum just to hydrate and protect. This is the juiciest eye serum. Plumps, brightens, and hydrate. I'm also going to use a little bit around my little eczema patch. There is some niacinamide in this eye serum, so it can help to calm the inflammation. Nothing crazy though. And I just get dry in general around my mouth. And I want to keep the lines at bay, so I'm also going to treat my lower face with my eye cream. And to cap it all off, a little lip slip serum. This is seriously the best lip serum for dry winter lips, and don't forget to put it above the lip in this area that can be prone to fine lines, especially if you drink from straws. Hopefully we're not smoking, but this is the area we can get those little vertical smoker's lines. And I like to give my lips a little massage to boost blood flow. Alright guys, that is it for my nighttime routine. I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to make more vlogs this winter, so make sure you subscribe and like this video if you want to see more. It really encourages me, and just thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.